Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to talk you through everything you need to know about Clarisonic device to get the most out of it. The biggest mistakes we do with it, we think it exfoliates, that it's harsh, it rotates, and we don't use it daily. This device was actually designed to be used every single day. Now, I actually wasn't getting on with it when I first got my Clarisonic, and I put it in the corner, haven't used it for nearly a year. But I knew that there are people out there who absolutely love it. So I decided to investigate, and because I couldn't find any good information actually online, there was quite a lot of blogs and information out there that I knew it wasn't right, because a lot of people were telling me to use it maybe less often because it exfoliates, whereas I knew the device was designed for everyday use, so I just thought that there must be something that I'm doing wrong. So I got a chance to speak to the Clarisonic trainer, and she explained to me how the device works. And actually when she's done that, it was obvious what I was doing wrong. The moment I changed that one thing, everything changed. I've since been using my Clarisonic every day, and that's been last year, June. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. And I really want to tell you all that information so you too can get the most out of that device. I personally think that the most important thing about it is to know how it works. When you know that, you will know what you need to do to get the most of it. So first and most important information, it doesn't go round. The brush doesn't go round, it actually oscillates. What means it moves back and forth, back and forth. And once it's doing this, it's sort of flexing the skin. And by doing so, it cleanses, it sort of loosens that dirt in the pore. So then it can be flushed out. And how it happens, because that movement, that oscillation happens 300 times a second, which is a sonic speed, hence the name Clarisonic. That movement flashes, sort of forces the water out of the brush, because this device is designed to be used with cleanser and water. So you need to generously wet the brush before you start cleansing your face. And that is cleaning that dirt. There's no exfoliation. The brush is designed to be very gentle on the skin. And even people with very dry skin, rosacea or severe acne can use it. The whole idea with the brush was to create something that is very powerful, but also very, very gentle. It actually cleanses your skin, at least that's what Clarisonic claims, 6 times better than your hands. And that means your cleanser works 6 times stronger. For me, that where my mistake was. I was using quite a strong cleanser. It was cleanser for oily skin. My skin was combination too oily. So the moment I used this, it made that cleanser super, super strong. And so it started drying my skin, and I started finding little flaky areas on my face. So actually it wasn't the brush being harsh, it was just the cleanser being really stripping and really intense. It will also make your skincare work harder, and that's because perfectly cleansed skin can really absorb those products. It's a bit like butter and toast, if you can imagine that. If you have cold toast and you put butter, it will sit on top. If you heat it, warm it in the toaster, then you put butter, it melts in and spreads. The same with your skincare when you use Clarisonic. So I was able to switch to far richer, more richer textures than I could ever use before. Since June last year, when I changed those couple things about Clarisonic, I was able to use it every day. Sometimes I use it even in the morning. My skin has become more normal, my pores are more refined. I just wouldn't have it any other way. Couple things, if you have one or if you want to get one, to keep in mind is start perhaps with the actually brush that comes with the device, which is sensitive brush. This is what I'm using all the time and I find it perfectly fine. It's quite important to remember that there are a few different settings and to start always on the setting number 1. Clarisonic calls it speeds, but I think it's quite confusing because speed actually is not changing. What is changing is how far the brushes are moving. So in your setting number 1, it's a small movement, 2, and then 3. The speed is actually still the same. But what it means, the more the brush is moving, the more it's flexing the skin, and so the cleanse becomes more powerful. I use my speed 2 in the evening, speed 1 in the morning, and speed 3 when I'm doing like a facial at home, a mask, just for extra cleanse, or if I'm wearing particularly heavy makeup. So that's important. Obviously you take your brush and you wash it after each use. You can use really anything. I quite like using Johnson's Baby Head to Toe shower gel with it. It cleanses perfectly well. Give it a wash and just put it back on. What else is quite important to remember? The way how you cleanse itself. So you shouldn't be pressing the brush hard. The moment you press it hard, you stop the bristles from working, so it's more of gentle guiding the brush on the skin. The device is set for a minute cleanse, which should be enough. That's what you definitely should do for the first week if you use it, but after that you can maybe start using it for 2 minutes in the evening if that makes you feel better. I like using 2-minute cleanse in the evening and always just a minute in the morning. If you're using the minute cleanse, you will have 20 seconds for your forehead, 20 seconds for your nose and chin, and 10 seconds for each of your cheeks. So how you use it, you just gently guide it and in like a circular motions. If you need to, for example, stop, add more water or maybe add more product, you can actually do it as well. So let me just put it on for a second. So if you have your device on and you press it, they will start flashing, and that flashing will stay there for 30 seconds, which basically means if in that 30 seconds you pick it up and press on again, it will pick up the cycle where you left it rather than starting from the beginning. Which is, I think, quite handy, especially if you maybe want to add some more product or add some more water into the device. You should change your brush as well every 3 months, just to keep it nice and clean. I've got here Clarisonic Plus, which also has another brush, which is a body brush. That's the only device that takes the body brush, and it actually changes the settings the moment you put the brush on. But there is also Mia and Aria. Aria has the same face settings that Plus. Mia 2 has only 2 settings, so you're setting 1 and 2. These are the biggest difference, but the general cleanse is the same with all of them. So just to recap, if you find your Clarisonic a bit strong on your skin or you're not getting on, few things to remember. Make sure you always start your cleanse with setting number 1, which on Clarisonic Plus will have no light. On Aria or on your Mia 2, that will be the bottom light on the switch. After your first week, you could move to a setting 2. Do the cleanse only for a minute. I would say maybe even start with a gentle cleanse, or definitely change your cleanser if you're finding that your skin is drying. And also make sure you're not using too drying skincare. So if you're finding your skin becomes more tighter and more flaky and you're using mattifying or oil controlling skincare, maybe try to use something a bit more gentle, because this device is already making it work really, really hard. Right, and that will be probably it for Clarisonic. Just enjoy beautiful skin now. Also, I'm going to do actually another video Clarisonic related, which is going to be about the brush heads that you can get for it, and also about the cleanser that I've been using for my Clarisonic since June last year. So there was quite a few different cleansers that I've used. Some of them I liked more than others, and I just thought that this actually might be quite helpful in, I don't know, a video that you guys might like if you use one or are looking to get one. So do subscribe, because that's gonna come to the channel soon as well. And thanks for watching. I see you next week.